Y'all, this pants and couch combo is so annoying. I'm being sunk into the couch, and it doesn't help that the pants that I'm wearing, which is actually my boyfriend's, is like high key suffocating me. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome. My name is Charity Kalani, and today I don't have a podcast episode for you, but we are going to do a little fun Q&A so that y'all can get me to give you the tea on my life, maybe. Just get to know me a little bit deeper. These are going to be random questions, okay? And I think I might do these more. Y'all should comment, ask me some questions. Maybe I'll feature your question on the next video. Okay, let's go. First question: what is the craziest, most outrageous thing you want to achieve? I think the craziest, biggest goal that I have in life is to purchase a big plot of land that I own and build a custom, multi generational family compound where my whole family will live on this plot of land. Like, we'll have our own homes, and all of the homes will be new and custom built, but we'll all live like relatively close to each other, and then we can have like a family garden, we can have a pool, we can have an event space. Like, I just have so many ideas for this family compound, but I haven't done like extensive research on it. But I do know it is a little bit difficult to do that in California because of all of the things that go into it. But I'm gonna pray about it and see what I can do. Next question: have your parents influenced what goals you have? I feel like in a way they have. They initially wanted me to go down the route of nursing or just being in the healthcare field, but a couple semesters into college, I realized that that's not something I wanted to do. So I ended up dropping out completely, and I never finished college. Going through that made me realize that that's not what I want. It pushed me into other paths to see if, I can find like what I truly am passionate about. And I think I'm getting there. And being 30, like, yeah, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna get into that. That's a topic for another day. Next question: what is a fashion trend you are really glad went away? Colored skinny jeans, and I will not elaborate. Next question: do you play any musical instruments? I do, actually. So I believe in elementary or middle school, my mom forced me to take piano lessons from someone at our church, and bless her soul, she was a good teacher, but I at the time was just not interested, but I was forced into it, like as any Asian child would be. And I grew to like it later on, but it wasn't until my teacher had passed that like I actually started to really like it more. And then I played piano in middle school and high school. I was in the praise and worship band for my church for a couple years, and then I played in the jazz band at my high school. I also learned how to play the flute in middle school, and I played in the band there and also the band in high school, which was also really fun. We played for concerts, we traveled, we played for the football and basketball games, which were super fun. And we also did marching for like homecoming. So, yeah, we kind of did it all. I recently started learning the bass guitar for my dad because he had a special request to do a special number at church. So me and my boyfriend accompanied him for one song, but I only know one song, okay? And then the riff of um dang, what is that song? Well, whatever that song that goes bow 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 bow, the rock and roll song. Yeah, that's the only riff I know. Beside that, and then the other song, that's it. What is your guilty pleasure? My guilty pleasure is a sweet treat. Yeah, sweet treats. What word or saying from the past do you think should come back? I feel like nobody uses on fleek anymore. And I am a millennial Gen Z cusp, okay? I love that. I love that phrase. Like, everything's on fleek. Like, your outfit is on fleek. No one says that anymore. And I feel like I'm aging myself here. Can we bring it back? Please? I'm losing myself in these new phrases and trends that are on TikTok every day. What do you bring with you everywhere you go? My phone, as we all do, right? What is the most annoying habit someone can have? I have a few. The most annoying habit someone can have is being rude to service workers. I really hate that. That's like my pet peeve and a red flag. What is the strangest dream you've ever had? Well, I honestly can't remember all of my dreams. I know I've had some dreams that I cannot describe here in detail on this platform, but I can say that I have had multiple dreams of tsunamis and being swept away by waves. I do not like big bodies of waters where it controls you and you have no control over like yourself. Like if there's a current, if there's waves, yeah, I'm out. If you had intro music, what song would it be? Eye of the Tiger. I don't know, something about that song just gets me hype, and I don't know if it's because it was Manny Pacquiao's song for a long time, but yeah, that song gets me going. Where is the most awe-inspiring place you have been? Hawaii, probably. I have not been outside of the country, and I really like to, but I don't even have a passport. And I don't need y'all commenting about that. I'm on it, okay? As soon as I get extra money, I will be ordering a passport. What book has influenced you the most? The Bible. The Bible, period. Can you describe your life with a 6-word sentence? 6 words? Hate these types of questions. Wait, let me read it again. I'm just letting God handle it. Yeah, that's my life right now. Is there such a thing as a soul? 100%. And that soul has been known since the beginning of time because God created you. God created us. Is happiness an end goal or simply a byproduct of other things? I actually had this conversation with my young adults group at my church. Like, what is happiness and how do you describe it? I think everyone has their own definition of happiness, but for me, I think happiness comes from something external and not necessarily from like within. I do think that happiness is the byproduct of other things happening around you. Like someone gets you a gift, you're happy, right? That's my personal opinion. Do I believe in ghosts? um I don't even know if I can elaborate on that. As time goes on and y'all get to really know me, I am very much into like conspiracy theories and the supernatural spiritual side of things, but like coming from a Christian lens, let me just clear that up. Like I do believe that these spiritual entities exist, but people call them ghosts. I would call them familiar spirits. I will elaborate on a different day. I think those spiritual entities exist. People call it ghosts, but I don't call them ghosts. Is love dependence on another? That is a good question. I'm just going to say yes. I do believe love is dependence on one another, but I don't think it's dependence in the way that some other people would describe dependence, needing them to do everything for you. I do think there is a little bit of dependence, as in like trust in one another. Like, I'm going to depend on you, that I'm going to like trust you to take care of me and meet my expectations, whether that's love between family members or love between a mother and a child and between like a romantic connection. Do you speak any other languages? I actually don't. I barely speak Tagalog, which is my family's language since they're Filipino. But I do understand Tagalog. I understand what people are saying, especially when they have conversations around me. And I feel like a lot of people don't think I know, but I know. So, if you're ever speaking around me,
Watch your mouth.
I can actually speak a little bit of Spanish. My Spanish accent is a lot better than my Tagalog accent, which is funny. I'm not Latino by any means. I did date a lot of Hispanic guys, and I lived in towns where I had to speak the language. I had like Latino customers, so I would have to learn conversational Spanish. I made it to Spanish 2 in high school, so yeah, let's clap. What local events are you looking forward to? To be honest, I am at a place in my life where like I don't really like go out as much because I don't have the money to go out. Every time I go out, I spend money and I don't have the money to spend. So I don't really go out like that. Is there life after death? There are two different places you can go after death. That's what I believe. One is good and one is bad, and I will not elaborate right now. Do you like spending time alone or with friends? I love spending time with my best friends, but we're all adults and we're all busy and we have our own things going on, so I don't see them as much. But I also do love spending time alone because I could just do whatever I want. If I want to do my makeup for no reason, I will be able to do that. Listen to a podcast, listen to like my show or music. I just love my space, my peace, and the ability to do whatever I want. And the last question for now, do you think there will ever be a third world war? Wow. I didn't go through these questions before I hit record, so I did not know that we were going to end on such a crazy question, but I do think there will be a third world war. This was interesting. Very fun, guys, to blind read these questions with you. Let me know in the comments again if you have any other questions that you would like to know from me. Thanks, guys.